Welcome back, everybody. Joe Everest, the fence expert. Hey, one of the most common pieces of feedback we get about the Saturday morning live Ask the Expert segment is those things are long, and they're not wrong. They last about 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours. Sometimes, a few weeks ago, Caleb and I got into a pretty good discussion about marketing. I think it lasted closer to 4 hours. Nobody's got time to sit through 4 hours of listening to a couple experts talk. I get it. So Jeremy's created a new segment just for you guys called Hot Takes. It's usually a shorter segment of the longer conversation, basically hitting the hot topics, if you will, of that live segment. So without further ado, here comes this week's Hot Take. This is Joe Everest, the fence expert. My family's been perfecting their way of building fence for over 60 years, 3 generations. While there's more than one way to build a fence, I'm here to share with you our way. Anyway, and so that's what we do on Fridays, is we get everyone to look everyone else in the eye. What did we do this month? And then comes the crew chiefs. What did we get done this month? And they say, well, we got so many projects done, so much revenue, so much profit. Okay, what went wrong? Well, this project, we hit an irrigation line. This project, we did this. This is what went wrong. Okay, how do we fix it? Is it fixable? Irrigation lines, not fixable. But, you know, and we just talk about it. And we talk about it at the table so that sales is hearing what production's going through. Here's the problems that we have. The work orders consistently are missing 1 or 2 posts. So now we know we got to load 5 extra posts on because we don't know if this work order is light 1 or 2 posts.
Yeah.
You know, or one thing that came up last month is there's always more pickets on the work order than what we need. Right. There's always and we excuse me, we budget in an extra like 5% for cold. The boards should be cold before they go on the truck. Sometimes they're not. So an extra 5% of boards go on the truck and then they come back. Right. But the production, the wood production was seeing that there was more than 5% of pickets left at the end of the project. All right. Well, now we need to go back, talk to Sarah in sales and say, hey, let's look at how we're figuring pickets, right? Because, you know, we don't charge by the foot. We charge by the item and by the hour labor, right? So we overcharge them for pickets. How do we fix that? Right. And it's a time for everyone to hear about it. And then I'm usually last. I'm like, all right, guys, as a company, here's what we did last month. Here's where I see that we had some pain points. Here's how I think we can solve them. Questions and comments.
Yeah.
And then here's what we're doing next month. Here's what I'm doing next month for the company. Here's where I think our vision's going, that sort of thing. So that everyone can know what that plan is too.
Do you do that meeting weekly or monthly?
Monthly.
Okay. We do the same exact thing, and we do it weekly on Friday.
Yeah.
I would like to get to the meeting for us.
So the difficulty there, and I understand, you know, like it's all solvable, but the difficulty there is, like I said, the production crews leave out at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So if I hold them at the office, you know, if we did a 7:30 meeting that went till 8, well, now instead of coming back at 2, they're coming back at 4:30.
Yeah. So on Fridays, our office staff comes in an hour early. And so the meeting starts for us 7 a.m. Our production and operations start at 7 a.m. in our office at 8, sales staff.
Okay.
And so 7 a.m. we have breakfast that's catered. We do our meeting, and I got a meeting folder. I keep every meeting notes in here. And you want to show you how similar we are. We do a little different. Everybody signs in. Everybody gets a copy. And we do Bible study first thing. So Bam Bam, if you know Michael, he's been not a pastor but a Bible school teacher for years. So we start off with a prayer and a Bible study. Then we do, and we've got times for this thing. So we run it very, very strict. But week overview for operations. So past, present jobs. Do we have any callbacks? What did we do? And then next there's production and shipping. Obviously we sell stain. So we want to know how our production was in manufacturing. How was our orders? How did we get those shipped out, et cetera? And then we do leads and sales from the week, upsell report, dealers. How many dealers did we bring on, et cetera? And then we do a next week overview. What did the jobs and production and the shipping and the weather, what does everything look like next week? And then we do important announcements. in a, like a quick safety meeting.
Yep.
And then we'll do a training topic. And the one we're harping on right now is the 7 steps. We found 7 steps that really work. And we've got like check boxes here. So every week there's these stickers you see on the front have our check mark boxes. And,
I like that.
And the 7 steps, we found the top 5 or 6 things where we have little issues because our job's at 95%. How can we get that last 3 to 5%?
Yeah.
And it's those 7 steps. And so I feel like I'm on repeat, which I am, but you have to.
Yeah.
And those 7 steps work well. So we're quizzing people now. It's so good now that people who pack boxes know the 7 steps for a stain project. And so we're going to give out a gift card or something for everybody.
Perfect.
Then we'll do general Q&A, which is general questions and answers, needs and wants, constructive criticism, bright ideas. What improvements did we make? And then a lot of times we'll do something like, all right, so everybody will get a copy of this and it'll say, okay, on the back, I want you to write this line. Stain and seal experts should ... And then below it, write start doing. And then a couple lines down, write stop doing. And then a couple lines down, write keep doing. And
okay. And
then maybe the next week we'll do, and here's some of those. And the results are really good from those. So, some people write really simple answers.
Yeah.
Some people will write a book for you.
Nice.
On the back, and you get really good feedback. And like next week, I think we're going to do 3 things. I want 3 ideas from everybody at the end of the thing, into the meeting. What can we do to bring on more revenue? What can we do to save money? And what can we do to save time in a process that we're doing? And everybody's got to give me 3 ideas. And it's working.
I like that a lot.
It's working. But that meeting is 45 minutes, and at 40, I mean, we got a timekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll assign a timekeeper at the end. And I really like the Nazi timekeepers. You got to stay on. You got 1 minute left. You can finish this report, and it keeps us moving. And then the guys are out the door. Everybody had breakfast, and it's really good.
I like that. I'm stealing some of it for sure. All right, guys, that concludes this week's hot take. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you like the format? Do you not like the format? Let me know in the comments below. We're still figuring this out, and we could use your help. But for now, I'm Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors. And I'll see you next time.